Good morning everybody, welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is the 2nd of June 2023 and this is your morning message tarot reading. We have the moon in Scorpio all day. It's going to form an opposition to Mercury and then to Uranus, who are about a degree away from each other at the moment, and they will be coming to a conjunction at 20 degrees of Taurus on Sunday. And then we have got Venus trining Neptune, Venus in Cancer trining Neptune in Pisces, which is a nice water trine. And actually that going into tomorrow, early tomorrow morning, have I put the time on it? Oh yeah, so that conjunction is at 23:42, and then the moon in Scorpio forms a trine to a trine to Neptune at 1:42 in the morning and 1:51 to Venus in the morning. So we've got this trine, and then sort of when it's all still close together, I mean, what are we? 9 seconds, 9 minutes away from sort of the moon forming a trine with each of them. So I'm classing that as a grand water trine overnight. I mean, it's nearly at midnight tonight when we get the Venus Neptune trine, and then before 2 o'clock in the morning we've got the moon in Scorpio adding to the fun and games. So I'm classing it as a grand water trine. So anyway, quite big energy starting today, which continues over the weekend. As I say, going into tomorrow morning, that grand water trine, and then on Sunday, Mercury and Uranus conjuncting. So the moon's igniting that with an opposition. And with the Venus trine Neptune, it's all about love, it's all about the emotions, connecting our personal mind, our needs and our emotions to our personal mind and universal mind, cosmic mind, and then personal love, universal cosmic love, our emotional needs within all of that. So it could be a bit of a tussle with the opposition, but then the trine will harmonise things and bring flow and emotional balance in. So that's your astrology for today. So I'm recording this on Thursday afternoon. I've just been painting all day, just finished a painting. A big A1 canvas that, well, I actually started it not this December, the December before, and at the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio I said I wanted it finished by the new moon. I didn't do that, but I have by the next full moon. I have completed the painting, completed the magical cycle, and yeah, my brain's a little bit all over the place now. I'll be honest, my brain was a little bit all over the place since this morning, hence not doing any work and spending the day painting instead. Still got a bit of a migraine headache going on, but you know, it's easing. So I've probably got paint down me in places, I've got paint all over my fingers, but it doesn't matter. We're here for the reading for Friday the 2nd of June 2023. So let's do some cards. We're going to have the work you like cards. Let me just put that one in there. So I have my own personal cards that I'm working with at the moment up in front of me, and I have to remember to put them back into the deck when I'm using that deck. I'm going to use the Friday Crow Tarot. I did a personal reading yesterday with the Crow deck, and they just gave us a fantastic reading. It was amazing. Really, really lovely to read with. Not that all my cards aren't lovely to read with. You're all lovely to read with. But yeah, it was lovely messages. So, you know, if you are wanting personal reading, I'm your woman. Message me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box, and we can talk about it. Okay, right, let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for Friday the 2nd of June 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Let's see, what do we got at the bottom? Boundaries. Where do you need to establish proper or better boundaries? And then what have we got here? A transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Oh yeah, we always love a bit of that, don't we? I do. I'm a full in sort of girl when it comes to healing and transformations and things like that. Towers falling around me. That could be my neurodiversity. And then the Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So yeah, it's all happening at the right time as we go towards the full moon in Sagittarius. In the UK it's about 4:45 on Sunday morning, and I know East Coast it's just before, the East Coast of the States, I know it's just before midnight, and West Coast of the States it's mid-evening. Anybody to the east of the UK, you're the same as us, you're on Sunday rather than on Saturday. it's a sort of oh God, why aren't I living in the States? Or Canada or South America, and then the full moon would be on my birthday. But you know, it's only a few hours into the 4th, so you know, I'm going to claim it as I might still be up. But yeah, an ongoing realignment, knowing what's us and what's other, and firm boundaries, pulling your energy back to yourself, and knowing your yes and your no. And that brings about transformation. It changes things at a cellular level. It's really good, yay! And it's all divinely guided. It's written in your stars. It's written in your Akashic soul records. What you're going through now was, you know, has been destined to happen. So, woohoo! Right, let's shuffle the cards and see what the message is from the crows. Oh, that's nice. We've got the 10 of Cups on the bottom there. We do like a bit of 10 of Cups. Land of happy ever after. Okay, so what are we... Ooh, they're a bit stiff today. Let's have another go. That's better. What do we need to know for today? Friday the 2nd of June 2023. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Let's just do one more. What do we need to know? Friday the 2nd of June 2023. So let's see, where are we? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Velvet Waiting, the abundance, just knowing everything's coming to you and it's all divinely timed. I do like a bit of the Queen of Pentacles. looking to see what that is up there. I'll put my glasses on in a minute and be able to see it. What's going into the past? Oh, hallelujah. The Three of Cups disappearing into the past, the healing, and that's the boundaries as well. That, you know, the sword, pulling the swords out. Swords often have a bit come from other people. Okay, underneath we have the world of completing a cycle, another crown, laurel wreaths, and infinity symbols. We'll take all of that. With the Two of Swords above, and the Eight of Wands. That's that transformation happening swiftly. Oh my God. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Cups. And we've got the Empress. Oh, nice energy. Yes, yes, yes. At the bottom, we have the Fool. We have the Lovers. Oh, we will take the Ace of Wands as well. Okay. So, right, where do we find ourselves? So a little perusal over everything. Okay, yep. So where we find ourselves, and what I'm noticing is we've got lots of flowers, sunflowers, poppies. We've got fruit, harvest time. I don't know if that's apples or rose hips is what I was going to say. That looks a bit autumnal, so harvest time. Let's just get my glasses on with these. I want to see what that is in the top corner. I want to say it's a moon. I don't know if anybody can see or anyone got this deck and note that just above my finger there. It looks like it might be a moon. But yeah, if anybody else knows, please let me know. So, oh, we've got a lovely bunny in the bottom here. We've got all the abundance. We've got fertility. We've got creativity. We've got butterflies. We've got apples. We've got flowers, poppies by the looks of it, and lotus flower type things. We've got abundance. Okay, this is where we are today. We have abundance. Okay, we're connected in. We've been crowned. And that's because we've been healing heart wounds. And that's going into the past now. We've done the work. I've finished my painting. It's all done now. Everybody's heart wounds has been healed. Only joking. I wish that was true. I wish I could finish a painting and yeah. That's not what the original intention was for the painting, but it does encompass everything. So anyway, we've been pulling those swords out of the heart. We've been doing the healing, and it's moving into the past now when we're in the place of abundance. And we're supported in that it's gone into the past because we're reaching the end of a cycle. We're completing out. And we've got another crown here. So a royalty, a winning with the laurel wreath, the two infinity symbols. And then around the side, we've got the animals for the 4 fixed signs. As you always get, sort of always, often in most... Well, no, not I don't even say most. In some tarot decks, you get the symbols of the 4 fixed signs, which is interesting because just recently, since the last full moon. So the last full moon, what was that? Was on the 5th of May. We had Mercury stationing direct on the 15th of May. Jupiter going into Taurus on the 16th of May, and then from the 17th to about the 24th we had that grand cross in fixed signs with Pluto, Jupiter, Mars, North and South nodes. So that is reoccurring. Was it yesterday or was it today? Let's just have a look at that. the moon was in, yesterday. The moon went into Scorpio and then aspected all of those planets. So a square to Pluto in opposition to Jupiter and the North Node, while conjuncting the South Node, and then a square to Mars. Okay, so it was ignited again. And on Monday, the 5th, Venus will go into Leo and spark it again. And then later in the month, before the end of June, Mercury will also enter Leo and spark it again. Oh, it would be just before, it would just be on the cusp, because by the time that happens, Pluto will have retrograded back into Capricorn, so it won't be be out of sign. So Mercury will form an opposition with Pluto at about 29 degrees of Leo and Capricorn. No, not Leo, of Cancer and Capricorn. Okay, so yeah, it will form a grand cross, but it will be out of sign, because those two will be on the cardinal side, and then Mercury will enter Leo and form the rest of it with the North and South Node. So but it's a completion and probably a bit of a pause, because today's the 2nd. As I say, tomorrow strokes a Sunday morning, we've got the full moon in Sagittarius, and full moon's always a bit of a pause and a portal. You know, what's crescendoing, what's coming up, what's being released, what's coming into full light. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a pause and a portal. And in this pause, you may not be entirely sure where to go next. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords here. If things might be unclear, there might not be clarity yet. The clarity is in the subconscious still, so it's not come to the surface yet, but we'll come to that in a moment. Okay, but it can come up very quickly, because we've got the Eight of Wands here. So, you know, once we see that sword of truth, you know, the blindfolds are off and we're off on our next journey. And we've got the Fool there as well. So starting off with the completion and the not knowing which way to go, but then stuff bubbling up from the subconscious, it gives us the new direction and the truth to hit that way. Okay, so the clarifiers, we've got 2 6s up here. We've got the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. So reciprocity and there's a word I'm looking for. It's right on the tip of my tongue and I just can't remember it. I want to say reconciliation. It's not reconciliation. Could be reconciliation, actually, with it being, you know, the 6 of Cups is maybe somebody coming back from the past, something coming back from the past, something being remembered. But anyway, we're going to go with reciprocity and reconciliation, especially on the back of that Princess of Cups yesterday energy. So yeah, memories from the past, parts of ourselves coming back from the past. You know, if we've been doing this heart healing stuff, you know, reconnecting with parts of ourselves that we thought had been lost forever, fragments of our soul coming back, healed, the transformation. Okay, so yeah, and then we've got the beautiful Empress, and I love this Empress card. We've got the apples, we've got the water flowing, we've got what looks like an autumnal woodland. And I say that not because the leaves fallen off, but just because of all the colours. It just reminds me of, you know, early autumn, when the trees have still got all the leaves, but they're just starting to turn and things like that. which makes me think of harvest. Okay. And you know, sort of maybe this reading is between now and harvest, that we've completed. We're in nearly at the end of 6 months of the year. So we've reached peak solar energy, peak nature, and from a couple of weeks' time, summer solstice, the energy starts decreasing again. For me, from about the 7th of June to about the 5th of July, that energy is just really, it's like it's come up and it's peaked, and it's right at the top, and it's really frenetic, but it's quite stagnant as well. And I want to say static. I don't mean static in like, but it's like stationary. It is like a bit of a pause, just like December is a bit of a pause as well at the other end. But then sort of we tip over and we're heading, although, you know, we've still got a few months of summer and everything, but we're, you know, heading, the flowers have been pollinated, they're starting to turn to fruit, with seeds and things like that already. When I'm out walking around here, the horse chestnut trees, tiny little conkers starting to form. It's like we're not even at summer solstice yet. But you know, already all the pollination, all the flowering and everything's been done, and already they're starting to form their seeds, the fruits, things like that. And you know, sort of that's the next season, isn't it? Autumn. So maybe by the autumn, there's a message. I love the top of this card. We've got the sun with the heart inside and with the cup or a chalice inside that, about shining your fullest light. And maybe that's between, you know, this is the summer energy, shining your brightest from your heart and filling up your own cup. That boundaries, okay, some people aren't draining you, and being in that divine feminine energy is you know, always wonderful. So that's the reading. The cards underneath, which is what's going on in the subconscious still, and yeah, we can't see it yet, it's all out of sight, deep in the depths, just out there. It's like I sense something in my gut, in my waters, but we can't see it yet. And what we have is the full card. So we're starting a new journey with the Lovers. And as I just was thinking, as I'm holding this card, and the Empress come out today, yesterday we had the Emperor come out in the reading, in the clarifiers, and I'm really seeing the Lovers as about balancing the Emperor and the Empress, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. We've got literally got a heart at the bottom of this, the healed heart, bringing the two sides of us and the lost parts of ourselves back together. We have got a crescent moon at the top, and we've got the sun shining as well. So again, the masculine and the feminine, the balance between the two. Okay, and then we've got the Ace of Swords, the truth, seeing everything. And when I pick this up, I know it's not a wand, it's a sword. But the message I sort of got was the truth is the Kundalini fire. They're coming together, the divine masculine, the divine feminine together in the Lovers, and it ignites truth within us, which comes up right up the crown chakra. Again, we've got roses in the bottom, we've got mountains. Let's just have a look up here. What else is there? We've got another laurel wreath, and it just feels, I don't know, just this plume coming up as well, right up to the crown, to the tip. And I just get this sense of the Kundalini energy, with the male and as we heal the heart, and the masculine and the feminine energies within us unite and come into balance, unification, then it just releases this truth up through the crown chakra. So yeah, also, well, we've got the moon tomorrow. We've got the moon today, haven't we? Forming aspects with Mercury and Uranus, which is personal mind and cosmic mind, plus the trine between Venus and Neptune, personal heart and cosmic heart. You know, sort of the mind and the heart, the masculine and the feminine. It just feels, just getting this real sense of unification, and it releases the truth and everything, the healed heart. So anyway, let me know how that how that evolves in your life. It may be from sort of now right the way through to the full moon on Sunday, because that's when we've got the conjunction of Mercury and Uranus. So yeah, between now and then, let me know what happens. Okay, so anyway, that's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you or for you. I never know which way round that should be. If it did, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the big wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading, as I said at the beginning, email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.